Solon, Ohio. What Cleveland Magazine rated is the top number three best place to live in 2023 in Northeast Ohio. What are the pros? What are the cons? Phenomenal education, some other huge benefits, great homes, great community, but there are some cons. We're going to get into everything, what it's like to live here, eat here, play here, work here, religious diversity, economic diversity, median home prices, you name it. This video is going to cover everything you want to know about Solon, Ohio. Let's get into the video. Hey, it's Joel Gableman with Gableman Group and Red One Realty. If this is your first time to living in Cleveland, welcome. It's a little chilly out here. My allergies are in full effect. I got watering eyes, but I still want you guys to check out Solon, Ohio. That's what we're covering in this video. We work with people that need more space, whether you're looking at upsizing because you have more kids are getting bigger, maybe in-laws or parents are moving in with you. Give us a call, text, email, even schedule a Zoom. We'd love to help you put you in the right direction. And we get calls from people that are upsizing in the city, outside of the city, outside of the state, sometimes outside of the country, and we love helping people. So, like I said, if you need to get a hold of us, you know how. There's also information in the description below. But since it's cold, let's get into everything you want to know about Solon, Ohio, coming up right now. Solon, Ohio, one of the most coveted areas in Northeast Ohio, one of the most desirable cities. We're going to get into the details of why Solon is so great. It's got both state and nationally ranked school systems. It's got phenomenal homes, great diversity. There is a lot to love. We're going to get into the end of the video of some of the cons of Solon, but we're going to get into that later. Solon is one of the larger cities in Northeast Ohio, about 23,000 people population wise. Property taxes, you're looking at around 2.3%. And compare that to, say, Shaker Heights, Cleveland Heights, which could have taxes as high as almost 3.9%. Relatively speaking, Solon it's got a great tax system. So Solon is bordered by a few areas, obviously Moreland Hills, which Cleveland Magazine ranked number 2, second best area to live. Pepper Pike was ranked number 1 area. Take a look at some of my videos I did on Pepper Pike. Chagrin Falls, I just did a video on Chagrin Falls you can take a look at. Gorgeous area. To the east, you have Bainbridge. South, you've got southeast Aurora, south Twinsburg, Bedford Heights, Warrensville, and then you can see you got Beechwood, Shaker Heights, University Heights further up. I would break Solon down into really 4 distinct areas. Of course, it's all Solon, but I would break it down into number 1, North Solon. At North Solon, you can see that the city border is on miles. North Solon, I would define as anything from 422 up to miles. That is North Solon. And my experience, it is a more desirable area. And I'll just cut to the chase. We can get into more detail later. And of course, if you have specific questions, by all means, reach out to me, call, text, email, schedule a Zoom. But North Solon, there's a few things going for it. Number 1, Solon just is not a destination location for anything retail, hospitality, restaurants. So if people are wanting something, cool place to go, eat, shop, Chagrin Falls is great. Chagrin Falls has got a ton of boutique places to go to eat, to shop, to see. So it's just close to Chagrin Falls. The second big thing, probably bigger than as far as locations and things to see and do, is that it's closer to downtown. So if you're working downtown, whether you're at UH or the Cleveland Clinic, or maybe you're working at, the new Sherwin-Williams building, law firm, bank, business, whatever, it's just much easier to pop on to 480, hit up 77 and get to Cleveland. If you're down in South Solon, down in this area over here, it is a long commute. It just takes a long time. Not to say it's the worst thing in the world, but it's just a long commute. Now, if you work in Twinsburg, Macedonia, Aurora, then South Solon is where you want to be. The second area of Solon is Central Solon, which would be in this pocket. The third area, South Solon. And then I would say the fourth area is Signature Solon. And Signature Solon is a gated community. They're known for their gorgeous golf courses. So here, this is Signature of Solon 1 with all these developments. Signature of Solon 2 is over here. You can see Signature of Solon 2. There's a towpath. They've got the swimming pool. And Signature of Solon 1, of course, is where the golf course is. And it is absolutely stunning. Even clients I have that don't love golf, they buy in Signature just because it's so beautiful. I mean, look at this. These houses right at the golf course. They're literally right on the golf course. And you also have country club. This is the main area. This place is parties, events, whatever you want. But the it's a very, very coveted area. We can get more into signature. Let's get into the rankings. I mean, Solon, per niche.com, one of my favorite websites, ranks Solon as the number three best place to live in Cleveland. So you got an A plus overall, public schools, housing, great for families, A minus diversity, B plus nightlife. I mean, okay, B plus nightlife, crime and safety, B. We look at additional rankings over here. Best cities. This is from Dwellix. I'll put all these links in the description. Number 40 on the top list of top 100 most educated cities in America. Number 7, most affordable cities with outstanding education in 2023. Number 16 on top 100 best places to raise a family in the Midwest, and on and on. I mean, look at this. Number 11, number 1 of the top 100 most affordable cities with top schools in 2022. So you can see why people absolutely covet and adore living in Seoul. These are the pros. So let's take a look at schools specifically. Solon schools, A plus, A plus, A plus. We can look at all public schools in Solon. Solon High School, number 3 best public high school in the entire state of Ohio. Middle school, number 1 best in the entire state of Ohio. Parkside Elementary, number 2 best public elementary school in the entire state of Ohio. You know, some of the negatives have been that Solon puts a lot of stress on the kids for standardized testing to maintain their King of the Hill ranking.
The best of the best of the best, sir.
But they're aware of that, and I've heard they've been trying to be adjusting to a wide range of different personality types and learning styles. However, you cannot take away the amazing school rankings of Solon. University of Solon, Ohio. So we can go and take a look. As I mentioned, about 24,000 people estimated. You can see over here that as far as for diversity, white around 69%, Black African American 12%. We've got Asian about 12.5%. Overall, Hispanic Latino about 3%. So overall, fair amount of diversity. Here's some additional information about the diversity of Solon. And again, I'll put this in the links of the description, but you can see a breakdown of race, population, the area, the age group range, median age. We're also going to take a look at religious organizations. What's unique, there are multiple churches. There's a Jewish Chabad. There's also a mosque, the Chagrin Valley Islamic Center. So there's a wide melting pot of diversity in Solon. Real estate in Solon. Let's get into the nitty gritty and jump into it. This is as of September 2023. You can see here we are strongly in a seller's market. If you're new to the channel, this is a key performance indicator. And what this shows you for months of inventory is if you were to have, make the math easy, 30 homes on market and there were no new listings and 15 homes sold last month, assuming no new listings, it would take 2 months to sell through every single house online and active. So this tells you that it would take less than 2 months, a little over a month and a half, to sell through every single house on market. A balanced market is about 6 months, and then a buyer's market where there are far more homes than there are buyers is over 6 months. So it is extremely strong to be a seller, even with the high interest rates. You can see over here that the median sales price is 393, estimated value 452, and the trends are upticking to get an idea. If we dig a little bit deeper, we can see that from Solon, median home price values are about 450. All of Cuyahoga County, 233, Ohio, 250, and relative to the U.S., Solon is, as we talked about before, more of an affluent area, and we can go into more details. If you have specific questions on any of these numbers or graphs, you can see over here for active listings, there was a decline in September relative to April, but reach out, call, text, schedule a Zoom in the description. Happy to go over more of these details to you. As far as current homes on market in Solon, as of October 18th, it ranges from 184,000 all the way up to, on the high end, 2.1 million. And we can go through and see some of these homes. This is in Sycamore. Oh, I should note, in this home, for example, if you buy a home in Solon and one of your driving decisions is the schools, There are some homes that are in Solon, but they are near the border of Orange School, so they are actually in Orange School District. So just be very careful if you're looking at buying that the home you buy. If you don't care, great. But even though you are living in Solon and you're paying maybe Solon taxes, you might be paying taxes to Orange schools because your kids will be going to Orange and vice versa. So just be aware of that. So if we look at some of the homes over here, you can see this is the signature of Solon. This house give you a frame of reference. I mean, this house is beautiful, right? So signature of Solon. This is on. I need to see if it's signature one or signature two. But all things considered, listen, when I lived in San Francisco, you couldn't buy a $600,000 house. $800,000 house was like a two bedroom. And look at how far your money goes. What's the price point on this guy? This guy is 1.7 million. So expensive house. But depending on where you are, I mean, let's go to another house. How about 850, 600? This house, $600,000. It's been on market for 48 days, but I would argue it's possibly overpriced. But look what $600,000 will get you here in Northeast Ohio. And this is one of the most coveted neighborhoods in Northeast Ohio for Solon. And this house can be yours for $600,000. I mean, it's your money goes really far here. What can I say? That's one of the benefits of being in here. Well, I did say I would talk about Signature of Solon. So briefly, here is Signature of Solon. It is a Craig Shriner golf course. You're looking at 600 acres, over 350 homes. This is Signature 1. Then you've got a walking path, and then you have Signature 2 with the swimming pool. It's a gated community. It is in South Solon. And it's funny because sometimes you talk to people from Solon and you say, "Where do you live?" And they'll say, "I live in North Solon," or "I live in Signature." And it's just a more affluent area. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some gorgeous seven-figure homes in South Solon, but as I mentioned earlier, just having close vicinity to Chagrin Falls and or downtown, unless you're working in Aurora and Twinsburg, that you'd want to live in South Solon. It's just people they take pride in those areas, so that's just something to be aware of. If you want more information, yeah, I'll put these links below, but signature one, as we talked about the golf course, and two, like 600 acres, 350 homes. They've got the Craig Shriner course, 85,000 square foot clubhouse, dinings, meetings, weddings, swimming pools. There's just a ton that you can do. Now, that comes with a cost. There's HOA dues, there's a required membership dues. I mean, you don't have to live in Signature in order to use the golf course, but if you do, you've got also social dues, which is part of having the meal plans and so on. But it gives you a little bit of an idea. And like I mentioned, I'll put all of this information in the description. It's a really neat community. Now, I will preface there are some other developments which are also luxury homes, gorgeous areas. Thornberry is one also worth checking out that does not have the mandatory membership dues, etc. But if you have specific questions, by all means, reach out and happy to have a discussion about what might make the most sense for you. Let's talk about other pros of Solon, Ohio. The vicinity to the metro parks. I have said this in other videos, but living in Northeast Ohio, just the amount of greenery here, Solon, is one of the huge perks, besides cost of living and schools and certainly the hospitals. But you've got metro parks all near Solon. Solon, Chagrin Falls, Park area, Quarry Rock area. You've got Chagrin River running up over there. It's just a great area for nature lovers. I'll put these links in the description so you can go check it out. You can go on walk trails, just so much to do, have a picnic. Just a beautiful area. Additionally, the other perk of Solon is their community center. This community center is huge. It's great. There's things to do. There's events all the time, member activities, swimming pool, which is awesome. It's just really nice to have this nice community center. You can see more details about the outdoor pool, indoor pool. There's just different things going around in the city. Here's another picture of the community center outdoor pool. Then let's not forget also for the perks, just to recap, you got diversity as well. You've got mosque, you've got the Jewish Chabad, you've got multiple churches, you've got a nice blend of different cultures, different religions, different activities, and it's understandable why Solon is such a coveted, strong area. Now, there are some cons. Let's go into the cons of Solon, Ohio. Let's get into the cons of Solon. Now, as I'm driving, you're going to see kind of what I mean. That's Dunkin' Donuts. There's an Arby's, Chick-fil-A, Chase Bank. There is no place in Solon that I could think of that is a destination location where I'd call up friends or go on a date night with my wife and say, hey, let's go to this restaurant. Let's go shopping. Let's go here. The rec center is great, but I got Imperial Walk, Vape Shop, Hobby Lobby. It's somewhat sterile, to be honest. Somebody jokingly called Solon soulless. That's just the nature of Solon. It is also the pros of being subsidized by a lot of commercial developments that you have lower property taxes, but in some parts of Solon, it just feels a lot of warehouse and flex space and office space. It just doesn't have a community vibe or feel. You've got a long commute if you're in South Solon, especially to downtown. Even in North Solon, it's a longer commute than other parts of the city. So between the commute, the sterile nature, no destination location really for food and retail, those are the biggest negatives I could find. Final thoughts on Solon? Well, my wife and I, with the three kids, I got three young boys, all under 7, thinking about possibly moving out of the Heights area, and Solon is on the short list of places that we're looking at moving to. It's got phenomenal schools, great diversity. It's got friends that live there. It's close to Chagrin Falls on the north side, which is where we would look at living because most of friends' contacts and work is near that Shaker, Beechwood, Solon area. We really don't have a lot of connections personally in that Twinsburg and Aurora area. So it's just close to everything. Pepper Pike, Moreland Hills, um, all those areas are around the North Solon region. Yes, homes are there's low inventory. The home prices are a little bit higher, but you've got, again, phenomenal schools and great diversity, great community, low crime. It's a great city. It's on the short list of places that my family is thinking about moving to. And it's certainly worth your consideration as well. And it's understandable why it's been ranked as one of the top 5 best cities in Cleveland.
And there you have it. That's Solon, Ohio. Did I miss something? Are there some pros I missed or some cons that I missed? What should people know about Solon, Ohio that I left out? Put it in the comments section. I read all my comments. I don't always get a chance to reply to them all, but I love to read them. If you have a specific situation that you want to get some specific confidential guidance on, again, schedule a call, text, email. I'll put no contact information below, even a Zoom call for no obligation. Just get some feedback and put you in the right direction so you can get a game plan, especially in this market. September 2023, high interest rates, low inventory. Having a game plan is crucial. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, if there is a specific video or an area that you want me to cover that I have not, let me know in the comments or shoot me a note. Love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.